her. You guys, Hello Kitty, you guys better sponsor her. Okay,
I don't play.
she don't play. Okay, so we was just talking about. Yeah, is it too close or are we good? Are we good? All right, so we was just talking about like a lot of people. You know we're talking about nursing. It's what I'm studying, and a lot of people in your family. You got a lot of family from the Philippines, and like the biggest group of people in the nursing field. Oh, it's a rude helicopter. All right, we're clear. Okay. Yeah, so like it's a lot of the most dominant culture or ethnicity in nursing is the Filipino people, and I love them. I got a lot of coworkers that I love that are Filipino. I keep feeling like I'm out of the thing, but we're talking about how like if a lot of people like if I were to ask you, do you like in your career, do you want stability or do you want happiness?
Happiness
Happiness.
and stability, both.
Oh, both. So let's do this. So put a percentage on both.
50-50.
Okay. Okay. And tell me again what you think is a livable income in California.
I'll say 100K.
100K. Okay, yeah.
The minimum. The minimum.
The minimum. Okay. And again, what percentage of US people, or let's say California, because we're in California, what percentage of California people make that much?
Oh. I'll say the 10%.
10%. I think she might be right. You're a really good guesser. I think you might be right. We'll look it up and I'll text you what it is, but I think you might be right. Yeah, so a lot of people let me ask you, what is that? What is the average college debt after college in America?
The percentage or the amount?
No, not percentage, amount.
I'll say 28K.
Yo, it's crazy how close you are. I think I know that. I think it's 38K, which is still close though. Which is close. So it's between 35 and 40K, but I think it's 38. That's the median. All right, so but where I'm getting at is a lot of people, like for example, a lot of people start a career in college and then like they they work and then they live and then they realize like, man, like bills are too much, living is too much, so they have to go back to school. And one of the common careers that people go back to school for is nursing. Rather, you got different tiers of nursing. You got like the registered nursing, you got vocational nursing. And do you know like the difference between like a registered and vocational nursing, or have you heard about it?
No, not yet.
Yeah. So vocational nursing, you'll go to school for not as long, probably like 18 months and you could do a lot of care for patients, but you can't care for a critically ill patient. Like a critically ill patient is a patient that's like close to like dying. But a registered nurse, you go to school for a lot longer, probably like 4 years if you want the association, like 6 years if you want the bachelor's or master's. But a lot of people go to nursing after their original career, because like I guess it provides more opportunity and more they're not rich, but I mean you could be rich from it, but it just provides more income. But I was talking to you about I like your career, but like let's say hypothetically in the future, if you decide to get into nursing, but you were saying like it was 3 things that you meant. You said you don't like needles, and you said that they work a lot. And what was that last one you said?
They have stress. They're always sad.
I agree with her. They do have a lot of they are moody. I seen more frown than I seen smile.
I'm not gonna lie. They hate their job. I'm not gonna lie. But that money comes in clutch.
All right, so look. All right. Regular job, right? How many hours a week is full time for a regular job outside of nursing?
Full-time job. I'll say for nursing. For nursing.
No, not nursing. No. Like a regular job.
Like a side job.
Yeah, not a side job, just a regular job,
like 10 or 8 hours
a day. Okay, you're right. 10 or 8 hours a day, which equates to like 40 hours a week, right? So how many days? So a full week is 7 days, right? How many days a week for a regular job does somebody have to work to get to that 40?
40. See if
like typically, how many days a week do people work?
I'll say like 6 or 5 sometimes.
Yeah, I think 5. I think it's 5, but 6 if they get overtime day or something, right?
Yeah.
But for a nurse, how many days a week do they work? Do you think?
See, my cousin, she's always working. I'm gonna say almost every day.
You know what? All right, so I can educate you on this because you're smart and you learn quick, right? So look, so a nurse, they work 12-hour shifts, right?
Yeah.
So when you work 12-hour shifts, you only got to work 3 days out of 7, right? As opposed to a different job, you working 5 days out of the 7. Now, a lot of people get a lot of stress because, like, when you see a little money, you want to make more, right? So what they do is they pick up overtime. When you work overtime, you make overtime money, meaning like you make double, what your regular rate is, right? So that's where a lot of the stress comes in, where a lot of people want to work a lot of overtime. So like on a regular RN or a regular nursing job, you're just are am I in my yeah, I'm in the camera. Okay. So in a regular nursing job, right? You're just working 3 days out of 7, right? Your cousin is working a lot of overtime. So
Yeah, she
yeah,
want that money.
she want that money. So
She
sometimes
rich.
yeah, she probably got a good car and everything, probably like a Tesla or something like that. A white Tesla with black rims or something.
How'd
But
you know?
oh, was I correct?
Yes.
I was correct. You see?
Yes.
Hey, you're not the only observer. I'm observing too,
Damn.
Wait, was I really correct? Or you
Yes, you were correct.
I'm psychic, you too, or what? Okay, all right, but yeah. So when you see like a little money, you want to make a lot more. So a lot of people pick up those extra shifts. However, you remember when I asked you happiness or stability? So like, I think you need that balance because like once you start making more stability, you become like okay. Stability means like you make it like average and you okay, right? So when you go above that, you're making like you kind of like comfortable, and the term ain't stability, like you're more comfortable, or financially set. So people want to go above that, so they work a lot. And the problem is, no matter where you work, but especially the hospital, like if you make one wrong turn, you could like accidentally like unalive a patient, and you could lose your license. So it's a big responsibility because you got to attend to all of your patients. So I think that I see what you see, but I think that if somebody just works regular, no overtime as a nurse, I don't think they're going to have as much stress as you see, like whoever you see have stress. Just something to think about. But I think you're going to do good in business, but in the future, if you ever decide, I think that you should look at, I mean, if I don't want to tell you what to do, but like I would say, like, do some research on nursing, because you could have a business and do nurse, you could have a business degree and do nursing, so you could fund that, whatever you want to do in business. um yeah, does that make sense, or do I just sound crazy?
Makes sense.
Okay, it makes sense. Yo, it's cool that you're a smart person. Like you're a you learn like this stuff you answered. I could tell you're observing and yeah. But I would just say that, man. As far as like the needles,
Not
everything
money
comes.
only.
I look at it like this, right? I personally don't like getting stabbed with needles, but if you're working in the hospital, if you're a nurse or whatever, you're the person giving the needle. You're not receiving it. So
Yeah.
just try to look at it like that. It's gonna be a lot of blood, but as long as confident in yourself, and you would get it done, and like you would get within a month, you won't have no no fear of needles.
Yeah.
But I would say, check it to finish your career or whatnot. But at any point, if you decide, because like, I don't know much about like business degrees to tell the truth though. And I think you're doing good though. But yeah, you might have that, especially like having Filipinos in your family. The question might arise.
Yeah.
You might decide to get into nursing though. But yeah, this is part 2 of the interview, and I appreciate you like answering these questions again. All
But
right.
what made you go for nursing?
What made me go for it is all right. So you remember when I told you stability and happiness?
Yeah.
I'm also 50-50 on that answer, right? You want stability and you also want happiness. Um,
That makes you happy? Like the being a nurse makes you happy? Like you like it?
it's like, yeah, I like it, all right, because you gotta like care for people, right? But you don't want to like be broke care. And I don't care about. I would advise you never be a materialistic girl, because it's like if you were material, you're gonna get corrupt. So like me, I grew up like really really poor. I used to have holes in my shoes and everything. So like I never like seen the value of like I don't even have an iPhone. Like I have an Android. I'll never get an iPhone because like. But yeah, but
Respect, humble.
yeah. Always stay that way. Stay that way.
Yes.
But yeah. So just happiness, but you also don't want to be broke. So like you don't want to be broke, not because you care about money, but because like
You need it to survive.
you need it to survive, right? And you want to do those things, like you want to retire early or something. Have you ever been outside of the country?
Yes, I have.
The two places you told me?
I've been to Nicaragua, and then I've been to Mexico because it's close. It's like close.
Okay. Oh, we already came right. Okay. To Mexico. Okay, okay. So look, have you ever been to like Thailand?
No, not yet. I want to.
All right, so like I went there. That was my first time taking a plane.
I heard the food is good. That's why I want to go.
It is. It is. You can get a lot, and it's cheap, right? And you see how over here is like it's like tires that walk around, and you could like pet it and everything.
Yeah.
And they're not going to attack you because they train different, and like what else? You could swim with dolphins. So basically, where I'm getting at is that I enjoy taking the vacations and whatnot, right? So that's kind of what made me choose it. It could, yeah. That's kind of what made me choose it though. But yeah. Whatever you choose though, like keep that in your mind. Like put yourself in a position to take it, because school is stressful. School is stressful. So don't have any kids. You don't have any kids to eat.
No.
Yo, don't have any kids. Take your time on that. What else?
Get your degree.
Get your degree. Save your money. What do you know about credit?
Credit? Like, ooh.
Do you know if you have good credit or not?
Right now, nah, cause not yet,
Not yet.
but I need to.
Okay. When I was your age, I didn't either. But can I ask you, my parents didn't have good credit. Does your parent have good credit?
Yes,
They do. Okay.
but I want to get my own credit.
I respect that. Independent.
Independent.
Yo, all right. So, what's going to lead you to that good credit? Good credit is doing research, learning, talk to people that got good credit, and say, "Oh, how did you do it?" or something. Because at some point in the future, you're going to rely on it. Like you can't get a car
Or a loan.
or a loan, and if they do allow you to get a car or a loan, they're gonna charge you a lot of interest. You know what interest is?
Yes.
Yeah, so they're gonna charge you a lot of interest, and to avoid all of that, you get good credit. But when you're young, you don't start off with good credit, so you gotta
Make your credit.
build it up. Yo, what do you think is a good credit score? I think this is really like set. Like you gotta, this is a specific answer. Like you gotta be above this number to be considered like good credit. Do you know what it is?
No.
Or you young, so you wouldn't know. So like, I'm just curious. Take a wild guess.
Like the credit score?
Yeah.
Around 100?
No, that's for sure not right. It's a little more up there.
Like 500?
A little more up.
1,000?
No, a little more down.
Uh,
Think about in the middle of with the last two you just said.
I'll say 700.
Close. It is in the 700s though.
750.
There we go. All right, so you want to be at least 750, right? So you want to be at least 750. Do you have any credit cards?
No, not yet. Well, I had, but it got canceled.
No, you good. All right, so look.
It got canceled.
You paid it off. Like, what you mean it got canceled?
I went broke.
Oh, okay. Look, I'm not gonna lie, but you gotta figure out what happened. Like, if you owe something, like, try to,
No, I closed it. Don't worry.
That's good. Okay.
I paid to close it.
Oh, that's cool then. Yeah, that's good. So that's going to help your credit score, Try to look at, so when you don't have no credit, a lot of places are not going to, so what would help you is like, whatever bank you in, ask for a credit line, and also like get a Kohl's credit. They accept like, people that don't got no credit. They accept people, you get a credit card, but don't go crazy. Don't go like when you see a diamond necklace or some shit, like don't buy it. Don't just because you see some Jordans or something, don't buy it. Don't go crazy on it. I appreciate this interview because like I love one of the biggest things you could do is like is a word you gotta learn from each other.
And be humble.
Be humble and learn from each other, right? Because like I'm not gonna lie, like if you're an adult and you got bad credit, life could be like hell to tell the truth. Yeah, even rich people, like rich people, you could lose it all like that. Like if you...
I think if you have like your ego too big, you might lose it all.
You know what I think?
So that's why stay humble.
All right. I'm going to say something really honest. Like all right. So I think a lot of you're receptive to learn, and that's going to help you. And don't you're gonna have some people trying to get bad advice though, but but so watch out for that. But being receptive is important because like a lot of women are not receptive, so like they end up getting in situations to where like, all right, where they didn't listen or something. And then, remember we had that question on the first interview about accountability. So like I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of women that that they get older and then like they wasn't accountable because they wouldn't want to listen. So then they get in some situations, and I'm not talking bad about them. You can get out of any situations, but it's gonna be a lot harder if you got 3 kids, bad credit,
Debs.
debt, and didn't want to take guidance. Yeah. But I think a lot of people can learn from you. We're gonna give you a nickname. I don't want you to say your real name on my YouTube, because we protecting everybody out here.
Yeah.
But let's think of a nickname for you. Hello Kitty, okay?
Hello Kitty.
That's her nickname. So you guys need to listen to Hello Kitty, man. She's reset, and she's going to be like everybody that watched it. I'm pretty sure they're confident in you that you're gonna be powerful in 10 years. All right. But I'm gonna end it here, man.
All right, respect.
Respect. Hello Kitty. Yeah. Subscribe.